let's call on our starting lineup from our Lady Bulldogs of the National University. Wearing jersey number 14, Andrea Marzan. At number 2, Ivy Giselle Perez. Wearing jersey number 11, Lucy Byron. At number 1, Seaman Desiree Dadang. Wearing jersey number 8, Maricar Nepomuceno, team captain. And at number 17, Myla Pablo. Libero. Number 12, Jan Eunice Shane Galang. Head coach, Mr. Francis John Patrick Vicente. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Lady Maroons of the University of the Philippines. Wearing jersey number 6, Jimry Magtalas. At number 17, Southlyn Ramos. Team captain with jersey number 7, Joyce Antoinette Palad. At number 16, Princess Se. Wearing jersey number 1, Alinana Lianca Abad. And at number 8, Pauline May Henido. Libero, Lizelle Chu. Head coach, Mr. Jarod Hubalde.
Well, both teams are starting off with 3 rookies. So we can see that both coaches are trying to build on for season 75 already. For NU, we have Nepomuceno, Byron, Dadang, Pablo, Marzan, and Perez. UP has Henido, Palad, Ramos, Se, Abad, and Magtalas. Once again, thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. This is our exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage of the UAAP Season 74 Women's Volleyball Tournament. It is the last day of the elimination round. Later on, we have Ateneo and LaSalle, and we already have a packed arena here in San Juan City. Here we go. It is UP versus NU. Joyce Palad starting off on the right foot here for UP.
Now you can see how energetic the Lady Maroons are, starting off with a play in the middle.
And clearly, South Ramos seems to have a lot of fans in the building.
One of the favorites earlier when she got called on, you heard a lot of the fans really cheating for her.
And I think it's the Ateneo fans cheering for South as well, since magkapit bahay lang ang Ateneo at UP. Let's go now to Victor Lopez for this courtside report.
Thanks, Anton. Now, the most important thing for the girls coming into today's game is to maintain their desire to end their season with a win. Now, that being said, Coach Francis told the girls not to be overconfident in the fact that they've already beat this UP squad before, and instead realize UP will be coming at them from the get-go. And the only way for them to come out with a victory today is if they maintain their composure, keep consistent, and not break under any pressure. Now, Coach Francis also reminded the girls that this is their last game for the season, so there is nothing left to do but to leave it all on the floor. Anton and Ann.
Thank you, Victor, for that report. Well, NU wanting to bookend this season with another victory. They started it with a win against this UP team, and NU would like to finish with a victory as well. But like I mentioned a while ago, this is a different NU team. They have to make some adjustments. No more Ria Sante, who was one of their top scorers last year. Let's go now to Tiff Atendido for her side with this UP courtside report.
Thank you, Anton. You know what? It's never easy to part with the UAAP season, especially for a team like the UP Lady Maroons, who's at the bottom of the team standings. So maybe everyone at home is wondering how Coach Jared motivates his girls despite the winless season. He says that his creativity is really being tested. He shared that he just tries to make practice the funnest it could be, especially on skill-related exercises. He says he wants to instill in his players the mindset na ang sarap palang maglaro. Gusto niyang maramdaman yung enjoy factor, especially at this point in the season when there's really nothing to lose. So preparation for this game is more psychological than anything. Sabi nga ni Coach, it's the first time he didn't say much to the ladies pre-game. He wants the Lady Maroons to think on their feet once on the court. And with no pressure on their shoulders, maybe UP can take revenge on NU for winning against them in round 1. Anton and Ann.
Thank you, Tiff. Well, the reason why many engage into sports is because of fun.
And so it's something that should never be out of the equation if you are an athlete.
Take a look at this play right here. Joyce Palad was not ready for that set by Magtalas. And
Service, Perez.
Now this is the danger for UP. We saw how the intensity was there when they started, but when they start committing errors, it's as if they can't, or they're having a difficult time in putting a stop to it.
they are easily discouraged, and that does not help their cause. But perhaps one player that has tried to have a positive demeanor on the court was Pauline Henido. I remember covering UP games in the first round. Henido was running around, smiling, trying to infect her teammates with her positive attitude. And unfortunately, it didn't really carry over. And UP, at times, more often than not, was really lacked that intensity.
Lucy by Ron.
Well, let's see now. It's still too early on in the game. They started off pretty well, but, you know, these errors are just really plaguing them.
Ivy Perez. Coach Francis talked about developing her for next year because she is pretty tall and he wants to develop a tall setter.
And we see the advantage of having, you know, a tall setter. We saw, I think one of the few teams that started having tall setters here was UST. When they had Rhea Di Maculangan, and she's, you know, she's a very tall setter. One big advantage when it comes to blocking the outside hitter of the opponent.
That's a point for UP. Take a look at it again. It's a back set to Princess Se. And that's good, hitting the line. Princess Se to serve here, trying to break this tie. NU will try to keep it alive here. It's a chance ball for UP. Magtalas to the middle. Oh, that one's going to go out.
That goes out.
And Abad knew that was her mistake.
So NU taking the lead here.
Desiree Dadan serving for NU.
That's a service error for Dadan. 6-all, a very tight first set between NU and UP. In 13 games, NU has only won a total of 10 sets, while UP, on the other hand, has only won 2 sets all in all. And South Ramos getting that point. Cheers from the crowd following that hit.
And probably one of the most powerful attacks that we've seen from her. Great angle there from Ramos.
The coverage of NU was there. It was just a great angle by Ramos. Nepomuceno denied there, and UP with an emphatic block. And they take the early lead here. It is 8-6. Back with more volleyball action live from the arena in San Juan.